want you to go ahead and reintroduce yourself to our audience and tell them a little bit about yourself.
For sure, for sure. First off, I'm glad to be here once again. Round Here Radio, always showing love. Doc Bangers, and I appreciate you guys having me on here once again. For those that may not know, my name is Ricky Prestige Leverett Jr. I'm a minister, ordained minister of metaphysics. So basically, I go into different spiritual topics and go into the motivational aspect of it and different things. When you say metaphysical, you're talking about things that can be seen, such as your thoughts, your habits. We go into meditation and different things like that. I have a book out currently, Mind Alignment, Wake Up Your Stolen Greatness, as well as a children's book also, which is called Amir's Hidden Superpower, a book about mind power. And now we just launched the workbook, which is the Mind Alignment Manifestation Workbook. So we getting it in. I love this topic, and I'm glad to be here and discuss it with y'all and relate it to music. So that might grab a lot of people's attention.
What is the law of attraction?
Well, definitely. So simple definition of the law of attraction is basically that your thoughts create things. Positive thoughts create positive reality. Negative thoughts create negative reality. That's just the basis of it. But it's a lot of different layers to it, I would say. It's not just that simple. It got real popular last couple of years when the movie The Secret came out. And they got a lot of mainstream press, and a lot of people, you may hear people saying that a lot more, but it's actually a science behind what they're speaking on, and the science goes into what I love to speak about, which is the mind and the subconscious mind, and how your thoughts are playing a role in the things you see in front of you.
I was doing my own research, man, and I came across the word paradigm.
Okay.
What does the paradigm have to do with the subconscious?
Well, paradigm is basically it's pretty much like your default mode. Like, it's like the foundation of what you built yourself on. So it can be things that go on in your culture, things that, your parents might have told you, school might have said, and pretty much your country, whatever things that, outside things that pretty much influence the way that you behave or the way that you see the world. Now, when you go into a paradigm shift, that means that your whole world is being shaken up and you're changing the way you view certain things. You have a different perspective on reality based on some new information or new knowledge and things of this nature. So when you talk about paradigm, we're just basically talking about the foundation of something.
Could that be based off of experience, like something you experienced as well, not necessarily like a mentality, so to speak? I was just asking.
No, that's a good question, man. Yeah, definitely, because the experiences make up who we are. The things that we're around, our environment plays a role. Certain, like you say, some people have a small mind because they don't have many experiences outside of what they can see at that point. Now, when you go somewhere, you might see something else, and somebody might give you a piece of knowledge. Your whole paradigm shift because now you see the world from a different view. And I'll take myself for instance. Before I never heard of anything about your thoughts creating your reality. So I live my life like I always got to hustle. I just got to go hard. And, if something bad happened, that is what it is. But once I found this information out, I started looking at the world different and believing in myself as well, So experiences is the main thing. They say that in psychology, especially traumatic experiences. That can change you forever.
Now, is it true that the law of attraction is always working?
Oh yeah. The way I see it, because law of attraction, it's not me just saying this. This is basically a universal law. So if we go back far enough, you'll see that this is basic universal laws when it comes to the law of attraction. It comes from ancient Egypt, being one of the first ones to document it as far as it goes with things of the law of attraction. So it's just like any other law of the universe, such as gravity. Law of attraction is working whether we believe it, know how it works, or you don't. It's still going to play a role in your reality. So if you just look up universal laws, look into books like the Kabbalion, it'll go into a deeper aspect of the law of attraction instead of just this mainstream way.
Right. Okay, how do we change the subconscious mind to attract whatever we want to attract? We can say wealth or abundance. If only certain people, or we have only been exposed to lack and limitations growing up. You know what I mean? How do we change that subconscious?
Well, you know, that's what the book gets into: mind alignment, wake up your stolen greatness through mind power. Going into the, and I'll just read from the book right here, basically, that I got with the workbook. The subconscious mind has been pre-programmed to follow like a specific route, like an autopilot feature works on the airplane. It follows the predefined path and never deviates from it unless you reprogram it. Many times, many of these old programs really are the things that hinder us in life. So, your question was like, how can you reprogram the subconscious mind? So, in this book, it goes into all of that. One of the main things I would say to reprogram your mind is meditation. Meditation is a good thing. Not no intense, you got to be a guru or anything like that. Just meditate. Just sit with yourself sometime so you get a better understanding. One of the main maxims in ancient Egypt is know thyself. The only way to know thyself is spend time with yourself, by yourself, where there's nobody else influencing you. The next thing I would say would be affirmations. Affirmations are good to be able to reprogram your mind, especially if you can do it. I like to do it while I'm sleeping. I would listen to certain audios like subliminal messages. Then you can find them on YouTube and different places like that. And while you're asleep, your conscious mind is asleep. So everything that's going on is going directly to the subconscious. That's why a lot of times when you watch a TV, you'll dream about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can program yourself while you sleep, being that the conscious mind is asleep as well. So that's another way. And that's affirmations and subliminal messages. And then you go into, I would say some of the other things is just visualization, like seeing yourself doing this before it actually happens. And it has to be consistent, because your mind's going to fight you and tell you can't do that. You know, and that's every day. I think that's everybody that's trying to do anything. You have that doubt that comes up, but the more you work at it, the stronger your dominant thought will be, I can do this. So when you do hear that, you won't be deterred. So it takes a lot of building up and changing of environments, meditation, visualization, and affirmations. Those are just some of the things that you can do. Right. But it's a lot more to it. And then we'll go into even music, where you can use music as a way to reprogram the mind by listening to different motivational music. Like, you know, we all are affected by the music. I remember when I was a teenager and all I heard was, you know, T.I., Jeezy, whoever it was. Oh, that's, after a while, that was my mindset, you know, and it influenced me that strongly. So it's like music, that's why I'm glad we're having this discussion, because music is so potent on changing the way you view the world and the way you view in the way your mind works, because they're imprinting, you know, thoughts in your head with those tones in their subconscious mind. It's a lot of times we just listening to this.